There is no way a country can move forward in terms of growth or development without focusing majorly on agriculture. And before you ask people to endure hardship, there are supposed to be hope ahead of what promise. The first thing we need as far as NLM is concerned, we must encourage youth agricultural participation. That is the first thing. Second thing, we must give tax holiday to foreigner farming company with 3% in the final product. And the third one, we need to elevate the farmer standard of living and give them emblem of recognition to avoid them being embarrassed by any security agency. Now, to establish my point one after the other, under encouraging youth agricultural participation, this one out to 7 or 8 points. The first point, we need to raise an awareness. The second one, we need to organize. The third one, empowerment. The fourth one, professional guidance. The fifth one, we need to subsidize agricultural tools. The sixth one, we need to ease access to government grants. And then the seventh one, we need to establish program and project monitoring committee. The eighth one, reinforcement and appraisal. Under the first one, raising awareness. Through radio, television, newspaper, we must raise an awareness that we want youth participation into agricultural sector. And through this, I think the interested youth will do what we show interest. After that one, we need to organize them by giving them prompt training, by giving them seminars, workshop, symposium. By doing all these things, we are going to have a skillful farmer among our youth. Then, the third one, empowerment. We must ensure that we have a body that will be taking care of this aspect. It will be a real empowerment as we are doing to the civil servant. Is that taken? So we are going to create a kind of commission that all our farmers will be recognized. I still no reason when someone being recognized, being honored, being decorated. Are you getting my point? Why farmer that is planting food for us as well? They too need to have a commission. Are you getting my point now? That will be supervising the activities of the farmer, dealing with empowerment and payment. The empowerment will be based on standard. What do I mean by standard? One civil servant can have opportunity of working for good 35 years. That is security in the appointment. They are also supposed to be that for agriculture if really we want a sustainable agricultural product. That is that under empowerment. Then professional guidance. I think I've said that under the training and seminar with workshop and symposium. Then after that one, we subsidize agricultural tools. What do I mean by subsidizing agricultural tools? When we have the commission, we are going to have in each state, we are going to have branches there. That's okay for the commission. When we have it in each state, the government must not stupid to just hand over them agricultural tools. No, you give them something in exchange for product. So when we subsidize agricultural tools to them, give it to them, go and plant. After planting, it is federal government that give you seed to plant, give you tools, give you everything. It is the same federal government that will buy that seed from you. Then we are the one to sell to the people. So that is to show that we want to have agricultural, food security. After that, the sixth one, ease of access to government grant, e.g., making loan, start taking fertilizers and other agricultural instruments available to youth and farmers. When we do this one, start taking, there are some that will never be under the commission. They will never prefer working under any don't go there, don't come here. No. So they want to work on their own. We need to create a venue for them as well to come and take the loan. But there's going to be a strict law guiding them that if anybody fuck up among them, the sort person will face the law. So that is it. Then the seventh one, establishment of program and project monitoring committee. I think with the commission and committee, there is going to be a kind of tangible monitoring team to make sure that they monitor the activities of the farmers and youth that participate in agricultural system. Then after that one, reinforcement and appraisal. What do I mean by this? When there's reinforcement and appraisal, any team or state or region or area that give us what we expect, so we are going to appraise them, because reinforcement has taken its own shape by doing what? Giving them those things that they need. We have do that. That's reinforcement. We challenge them. That's okay. We enforce them to make sure that they use those things collected. So after a team or state or a commission has come out with what we want, that is the product, that's okay. We give them maybe, okay, we are in need of 20 tons of cassava. Take for instance, 20 tons of maize, 20 tons of this, 20 tons of that. At the end of the day, they come with the product above above the target. So we need to appraise them. By doing so, is that okay? We are encouraging youth participation in farming, and then we are encouraging food security in our society. Then after that one, the second one, I say give tax holiday to foreigner farming company with take percent on the final product. What do I mean by that is this? There are some countries or nations or developed countries who they have been practicing this thing for many years. So it is not new to them. Let me tell you, if we want to establish and organize farming something in Nigeria today, we are just new there. So, but this country, or companies, they have been practicing this thing in the past years. So it will be very easy for them. They are going to understand when to do this, how to do this, and for whom to do this. As a result of that, giving them tax holiday, they will come with their structure and system coming to Nigeria to establish. Is that okay? Through that, empowerment will be very, very rapid and increase to employ more arms. And end of the day, we are going to have a kind of agreement. Okay, what is the percentage thing we are going to take from this thing we want to embark on. In the issue of employment, we are going to reach an agreement. Issue of sharing the product, we are going to reach an agreement. So this one as well, we do what? We elevate poverty in our society, and it will boost our food production. And then the last one, elevating the farmer standard of living and give them emblem of recognition to avoid them from embarrassment by any security agency. To my surprise today, you will see an old man like 80 years on a bike that was made 1970. 80 years old man on a bike that was made in 1970. Look at that. I don't know how to categorize that poverty level. You will now see such person going to the farm or coming from the farm. You will now see a young police officer stopping such person, go and bring the paper of this machine. Just imagine that kind of, I don't even know what to, subhanallah. Just imagine 70 years, 80 years old man on a bike that was made in 1970, and you see this man with cutlass. Oh, you saw the type of, you see the type of cloth this man put on. Just imagine that. So there is going to be, if really we want to encourage people, especially the youth, into the farming, is that taken, we must elevate their standard of living. We must recognize them. We must make them feel superior, not inferior. Some might be saying, if there's okay, don't let me go there. So that's about that. And from that, is that taking the youth, we have interest of going to farming. All these will automatically encourage youth. This is the last note, into agricultural participation, and it will also increase food production and reduce the level of unemployment. This will also balance the price of goods and commodity. So thank you. NLM get liberated.